Hey, it's Nicole Wiltshire, the realtor who keeps it real in Orange County. And today we're talking about the pros and cons of living in Newport Beach. Before we get started, don't forget, if you like learning about real estate in Orange County, then go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I publish a new video. All right, so I'm making this video because I am not from California and I'm not from Orange County. And before I ever lived here, I didn't understand how amazing and how beautiful it is in Newport Beach. And now I did grow up watching like 90210 and Melrose Place, and so I kind of always knew I wanted to live in Southern California, but really the beauty of this place, you don't get it until you're here. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the pros and the cons of living in Newport Beach. So we're going to talk about all the wonderful things, and then just to keep it real, we're going to talk about some of the not so wonderful things. So let's get to it. Okay, number one, beautiful weather year round. We have 1 week in January where it rains, the week of my birthday, always. But other than that, beautiful weather, pretty much year round. So I think springtime in Newport Beach is one of the most beautiful times. It's definitely not too hot, and it's before that period of weather that is what we know as May gray and June gloom. So in May and June, we definitely get more of a marine layer over the area. So that makes it gray and, kind of chilly up until about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the sun comes out for 3 to 4 hours and then sunsets. But except for that time, Newport Beach is just one of the most beautiful places. The weather is fantastic, and like I said in another video about the cost of living in Newport Beach, our utility costs are lower, 15% lower actually, than the national average, because Newport Beach, Orange County in general, is just an indoor-outdoor place. And so we keep our windows open, our doors open, we let the outside in, and we live outdoors. So it's just an absolutely beautiful place most of the year. Now we do get sometimes a little bit of a heat wave in August and September. So keep that in mind. The winters are super, super mild. Most people, the uniform I feel like here around the beach is like sweater, pair of shorts, and flip-flops. It's so casual because the weather's amazing. You can just wear whatever you want. Okay, second, we have amazing restaurants in Newport Beach. Everywhere from restaurants around the marina all the way down to Fashion Island and Newport Coast. So many amazing restaurants. If you watch Real Housewives of Orange County like I do, I'm sure you've seen places like Javier's down in Newport Coast. See Soul Cantina or Soul Cucina, which is right on the marina. There are so many amazing places to eat. I love the Cannery. They just have an amazing menu. And then not to mention, there's also a lot of smaller independent restaurants that are constantly popping up that are just really unique concepts. It's not all the same fine dining seafood, which is not bad at all, but there's always new concepts popping up all the time. Number three, beautiful neighborhoods. If you are a fan of mid-century ranch style architecture like I am, you're going to love Newport Beach. So I don't mean mid-century like an Eichler so much. You can find that in Orange, not so much in Newport Beach, but I'm talking more of, it's kind of like ranch style, single level, low and flat, mid-century houses. That's one of my favorite styles of architecture, but that's not the only style of architecture that we have. Definitely a lot of Mediterranean style houses, Spanish style houses, and then lately, I would say within the past 5 years, a lot of the kind of like nouveau farmhouse, like neo farmhouse style houses that you're seeing pop up in the area. So just amazing architecture, beautiful neighborhoods, lots of neighborhoods where the vegetation, the trees are mature, so you're getting a really nice kind of like lived-in feel to your neighborhood. Number four, Newport Beach is tucked away. So That's kind of like a pro and a con, I guess. I think it's a pro. Now we do have freeway access to the 73 freeway, which is a toll freeway. However, from the rest of Orange County, it's just tucked away. You can get to Newport Beach by taking the 55 into Costa Mesa and then into Newport Beach. But otherwise, it's tucked away. There's not really a whole lot of traffic within getting into Newport Beach sometimes, but within Newport Beach, not necessarily a whole lot of traffic. But it's just tucked away. It's not right on the freeway, and it just feels isolated in a good way. 5, although tucked away, we are pretty close to the airport. Now, it's a small airport. It's John Wayne Airport, so it's definitely not anywhere near the size of something like LAX. But I love John Wayne Airport because, like I said, it's small, it's really convenient, it's such a fabulous airport, and pretty close to us. Number 6. Great schools, great public schools, great private schools. I'm not a mom, I don't have kids, but we definitely have great schools in Newport Beach. All right, so like I said, I like to keep it real. So let's talk about some of the cons of living in Newport Beach. So the first one, and this is more a con if you are moving to the area, looking to buy something, looking to rent, the high cost of living. It's just a high cost of living area. So if you're not used to a median average price, home price of 2.6 billion, then that might be a little bit of a sticker shock moment for you. But there is a high cost of living to living in the area. It's about 3.5 times the national average. I think it's worth it, but opinions will vary. Number 2, some people might find this a con. There are no seasons really. I mean, we've talked about this in other videos, but we have great weather year-round. However, if you're one of those people that loves the change of seasons, if you really like to get into fall and you want to be bundled up for fall, and if you like the bite in the air from like a chill in the air from fall, you're probably not going to love Newport Beach. If you really like to have a white Christmas, that's not going to happen in Newport Beach, unfortunately. But we do have kind of spring and summer year-round. So those are 2 seasons that we have. But if you are a definite, I like my 4 seasons kind of person, then Newport Beach might not be for you. Number 3, there's really no downtown. And it's kind of like that in all of Orange County. There's a little bit of kind of like a downtown area in Santa Ana, just a couple of cities over, but Newport Beach does not have a downtown area. Now, I guess the closest thing to a downtown for us might be, I don't know, Fashion Island. but if you are someone who just craves a downtown area, unfortunately, we really don't have one in Newport Beach. We have a lot of other amazing neighborhoods and areas. Like I said, there's Fashion Island, there's Corona del Mar, there's all kinds of different areas that you would like, but definitely we don't have a downtown. Number 4, there really isn't a lot of public transportation. There's no subway system, there's no trolley. There's really no way to get around on public transportation. If you have a bus system, I feel like in Orange County that's kind of limited. So not the greatest public transportation, unfortunately. I find that to be unfortunate. Now, of course, lots of options for Uber, definitely very bikeable for sure, but not any sort of public transportation that we would recognize as public transportation. And then the 5th, again, keeping it real moment. Whenever you have a high cost of living area, you're always going to have a class of people who are maybe, I don't know, a little oblivious to reality. Again, living in a high cost of living area means that you are commingling with people who have enough wealth and affluence to insulate themselves from a lot of things that us regular people typically have to deal with. And I'm talking about ultra wealthy, high net worth people. And so occasionally you'll run into someone who maybe because of their insulated status isn't the most polite person, is maybe a little bit of a discourteous driver, maybe not very nice to wait staff or something, but running into people like that, it's pretty few and far between. And when you do, often you can ignore it. But just be advised, sometimes you can find that type of person in Newport Beach. All right, so those are the pros and cons of living in Newport Beach. I think you're gonna love it here if you've never been. So I highly recommend that you come down to Newport Beach, check it out, make a day trip of it, and see how much you really do love it. So tell me, what do you think about living in Newport Beach? Tell me your pros and cons below. Down in the comments, I would love to know, how do you love living in Newport Beach, or maybe not love living in Newport Beach? As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to hear more from me in the future. And also, if you are in Orange County and you're thinking of selling or buying, definitely reach out, let's talk. I'd love to help you.